All right. House across the street's having a open house. So I've started off with, we're on 10.6. I've engaged FSD, getting off the driveway. A lot of cars here because there was an open house going on across the street. Just spoke with a nice couple, Deepesh and Angie, who are looking at it. Trying to convince them to move in because I want more Teslas in the neighborhood. And we're off. All right, this is 10.6. Sounds like there've been a little bit of, still no slowdown in the dip. All right, I'm gonna try to see if it'll make the right turn. It probably won't. It hasn't at all in any of the tests I have. I'm gonna have to manually take over. Yep, take over because it was gonna go straight. Wanted to go this way and do our initialization drive here. As usual, I have it going this way. Turned on. There we go. All right, so based on what we're looking to do, once it gets on the highway from the stop sign, we're gonna get back around and try to go to the traffic circle, the roundabout. All right, let's go. There you go. All right, we're coming up onto the surface streets to the expressway. Looks pretty clear right now, which tells me that it's either the very beginning or the end. Let's go. Looks clear. Nobody behind me. This is really slow. All right, there. Made the turn. It's going. It's going really slowly on there. All right. Blue mag. Turn that on. This bicyclist is right about where we're going to need to. I think the maximum speed was 71 in the area. So that's kind of weird. All right, we are now going to our first roundabout test. It should resolve to it right about here. Okay, I've engaged FSD to take us around and around. Okay, let's go. All right, not bad. I've had to give it some assist on the, feels hesitant still. It's doing the turning properly, but not giving us much energy to commit to the turn. So during that time I was feathering and helping it with electricity to get into the curve that it was indicating it was going to do. So now we're going to go around again and get back onto the expressway going the other direction. Prior to, I think 10.3, see how slow it's going? I'm going to need to give it some electricity to keep going. I don't know why it slows down so much. So at this point I am I'm let go now again to let it control itself on these curves. So we're going to get back on this expressway, and there were phantom braking or false braking, false forward collision warnings that were occurring. I think up until 10.2, 10.3, somewhere there. And it hasn't been for at least 10.5 and 10.4, so I'm hoping that it stays the same. It's around here where the false collision warnings were happening at one point, right about here, and it hasn't. And then they'll see the blinking yellows on top, which show up here, so that's good. And moving down. So once again, it turned blue, so it wants us to keep an eye on it. I'm dialing down to 45. Which is the speed limit at this point. All right, now we're on our way to the roundabout. So, one thing we often see, around here has been the right turn onto Pacific Coast Highway. It swerves to the left and then it goes to the right. And depending on its mood, sometimes it's too far to the right and we have to take over. Or it swings to the left too much that I have to take over, so I have to be ready for that. That's one thing good about doing the same initialization drive is really I'm comparing it as much as possible apples to apples. Time now is 2:21, so we're doing this with a little bit more traffic. It is a Sunday, so it's not nearly as much traffic as some days, but some other days than Sunday. And the traffic circle should be relatively empty compared to when I usually test it around 4 or 5 in the afternoon when there is rush hours or rush time, rush hour in the local area. So, all right, so we are, it's again engaging, going straight through these next 2 stoplights, and then the 3rd stoplight will be the right turn onto Pacific Coast Highway. No other changes to settings except for when I changed it to 10% above speed limit, which I changed a few releases ago. That stayed the same. So I should be on average. I haven't played around with any of the other settings. I'm letting everybody out. Whoop. It's doing a false braking there, so I took over with a alert. It's yellow. It's swerving to the left a little and made the right. All right. See, it went too far to the left again. Don't like that, but it's kind of what it does. All right. Slowed down when that guy was turning, and we're off. All right. So, a couple things. We're entering a 2-lane entrance into the traffic circle. Historically, even though we're going to go 3 exits over, which is pretty much 3/4 of the way through the 4-exit roundabout, the car likes to stay and enter the roundabout from the right or the outer lane. I've found better success manually forcing it to enter the roundabout from the center lane or the inner lane. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. Right? So if it ends up moving on its own to the inner lane, that would be a good test. So I am letting it drive directly right now. But I'd hate to have a failure in my first test because it tries to enter the roundabout in the right lane. So depending on where it finds itself as we get closer into the roundabout, we'll know what to do. So just a heads up on what I'm planning on doing here. It's always the same first exit on this test that we're trying to do. And then from there, we'll do some more, or try to do some more in the roundabout, or go to the intersection of 3 streets. Once again, this is 10.6, released today on December, whatever day this is, 5th, maybe? Yeah, I think it's the 5th. I think Friday was the 3rd, so today must be the 5th. Okay, it's slowing down. Just took over and give it a little electricity. It had a hesitation. See, it's slowing down again. There's this guy crossing on the other side. Yeah, I gave it some electricity there again. That's 2 different weird slowdowns, maybe 3 that I've had to engage. It looks like it's going to enter the roundabout from the right lane, which is not what I want to do. But there's also a lot more cars to my left. So if I have space to get to the inner lane, I will do that. Otherwise, I'm going to try to enter the roundabout from the right lane here, from the outer lane. Okay. I've seen quite a bit of the cars here. That's good. All right, let's go. There is a car on my blind spot left, so I probably won't take that. I don't know what it's trying to do there, but that was a mistake. Okay, I've re-engaged FSD going into the roundabout. We're on the outer lane, which is not where we want to be. Okay, I am giving it electricity to get in because it's pretty clear. I've had to take over there. We're trying to go 3 exits over, and it's not doing a good job of that. Re-engaging while we're on it. All right. So that was a failure. We've had to do much better on roundabouts. That was aggressive. It's because our destination, according to our GPS, is right here on the left side, so it decided it wanted to go in front of that dude. All right. So from this point, what I do is I stop the navigation. I change it to another location through the roundabout. Now, it's gonna be 3 exits from here, which is why the car wants to just go make a right and go around a different way, but I am gonna make a U-turn and take the roundabout again to try to do three exits. It's been the same test we've done on this one. All right. We are waiting. Let's wait for the green light. All right, so when the green arrow gets for us, we're going to make a U-turn, head back into the roundabout, and force the car to take a route to take another 3 exits. And this time I'm going to try to manually choose the inner lane because we're trying to go 3 exits away. All right, making the U-turn. I am going to engage from the left lane. There you go. Canceling that. It wanted to take the right lane again, or the outer lane. And I would rather take the inner lane. All right, there's nobody there. Let's go, take it. Whoa. That is not good. All right, I'm gonna stop testing roundabouts today because that was pretty crappy. I hit 2 snapshots, so that should be enough for them to see what was going on. We're going to try to test the intersection of 3 streets. So the last time on 10.5 that I recorded, there's a test that happens where I make a left on the further left, and then go into the driveway or in front of a church that has that's off of Frontage Road. So we're going to do that again, because it was really successful. See this little bend right here? Basically, there's 2 streets that are parallel to each other with a median, and it goes in, passes the median, goes left, and goes through. And that was a great test the last time. So let's see whether it carries it forth from 10.5 to 10.6. That was the key cool thing that it did the last time, right? So I want to see it do it here. The other thing that we test in this corner are the no turn on red signs, which I haven't seen any reports that the car's figured out yet. So maybe I'll skip that and the like, but we'll see how this goes. Huh, there's an ID4 across the road. All right, it's a green light. Let's go. Green arrow. Right. Now it's going to go to the right lane. So in this point, it should see this part right here. This is a frontage. It did it last time, where it goes to the right and then over. Haha! It does it again. Good job, car. All right, awesomeness. And it's going to go in front of this church. We're going to do that. Hit cancel. All right, what do we want to do? Go in the other direction. Let's go to. All right, I'm going to make a left turn off of this. Okay, I'm going to go past and I'm going to make a chance to do a left turn here. I'm going to do a sharp left turn. Once again, this is an intersection of 3 streets, so we don't want to make a left into the further left. We're going to make it a sharp left into this one right here that's to our immediate left. All the while, all these cars are coming at us, so we're going to wait till we need to wait till it's clear to make that turn. It's a pretty sharp left if you look at the map right there. See? All right, we got the green. I would inch normally. Car's not inching. I'm giving it a little electricity to tell it to inch. All right, after this one we have clear. All right, I'm giving it electricity. All right, that's not bad. I had to give it electricity. It wasn't moving forward or anything, but once I told them it's clear, it did its thing, right? So that's pretty good. All right, let's do another test here. Let's stick with some more lefts. Way. One more left. This one's to yet another interior left turn there. All right. Let's see what it does here. This is similar. We're going to make another sharp left, not the further left, but the closer left. All right. It's got a green light, so it should know to make the turn here. All right, there it is, there it is, there it is. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. Yes. That was pretty cool. All right, enjoyed that one. All right, cancel the navigation there. All right, now we're gonna do some rights. I'm hoping that when I make the U-turn here, we're gonna make a U-turn where that sign is. Now that sign says no U-turn during school days, basically during pickup. So I make my U-turns here because it's not a school day. It's not between, and even though it's between 2:15 and 3:15, that's only on school days, and it's a Sunday. So we're making the U-turn here and hoping that we get to that corner just in time for the red light and the sign that says no turn on red. And it's already indicated that it's going to want to make a right there, so I am engaging FSD. Doing our turn here. There we go, it's inching. So it needs to take the right lane. We're gonna make a far right turn. See, it says no right turn on red. So I have my foot hovering over the brake because we don't know whether it really knows to do the no right turn on reds. And the fact that it's inching its way through now tells me that it doesn't. All right, there, we gotta report that. All right, let's go back to the, I'm gonna go back to that First Nazarene Church instead. We're gonna do the frontage road test one more time, but this time we're gonna cross the street from a right turn. I don't want to engage it while it's, while I'm the first car in front of the thing. All right, you know, maybe we engage it now. There, okay, I'm engaged now. Still trying to go forward. All right. The fact that it's inching tells me it might just lurk forward, so I am disengaging it at this point. I'll engage it once we cross over and make that turn. That's because we changed from the far right turn to, or the close right turn to the far right turn. But if you notice, like I said, there's a no right turn on red. Obviously, the car hasn't processed that because it wouldn't have done the inching behavior, which it does when it wants to do a turn when it's ready. If it was waiting for the light, it wouldn't do that. All right, we got the green, there we go. All right, once I make this turn, I'm gonna engage again so that it takes the frontage road. There you go. All right, let's do the frontage road test again. Here we go. Take the frontage road. Yes. Whoop. All right. That wasn't as smooth as earlier, but we're also approaching it at a at a slower pace, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. All right, now we'll do another right turn test. Dollar G. All right. Hopefully we're the first one there, and see if the hypothesis that it's ignoring no right on reds still holds true. I don't see why it doesn't, based on what we've seen so far. But I'm hoping for a right. Here you go. We got a red light here, so I'm hoping for that. And the fact that it's a little confused. There you go. All right, now it's going to try to make the right turn. So no right turn on red. We have a red light. We're the first car here. So if it starts inching, we're gonna. We went past the thing here. All right, I'm ready to hit the brakes just in case it does try to lurch forward. See, it's clear now. If it was ignoring the light or the sign, should have made the right turn. Yep, it's about to make the right turn. We're not gonna do that. All right, I'm still on drive. Let's go to the further turn. Go to Krispy Kreme instead. Same thing. Yeah, so it's ignoring those right turns. Oh, I know. We'll go that way. Never mind. One more test. On this street was the left turn test where it failed going into the turning lane 2 releases ago. It was able to successfully do it 10.5, maybe in 10.4. But we're testing to see if it's learned behaviors and stuff on this particular corner of insane amount of lights and changes and everything. See where that white BMW is we're going to try to get to, coming from the other direction. So back to subway. Go through this driveway, come back around, and see what that does. Model 3, Bolt, Model S. All right. Clear. And we're off. Okay, so what we're testing here is on this street, not the last release, but all the releases prior to it, it wasn't understanding that there's a left turn lane, which is where that pickup is, to make the left turn on. It kept trying to do it from the middle lane, which is where this white Honda is. So it should go behind the Tacoma and take that left turn. And it's not. It looks like it's back to... Yeah, see, it's going to try to make the left turn. Yep. It ignored. Yeah, it took over there because it was confused. That's another one. All right. That's it for what we're testing today, at least on camera, because I only have so much room to do that and got other things to do. So thank you for joining me on my initialization test. And maybe I'll have some other videos later on, but with everybody else that's doing their videos, it's been good to not feel the pressure to have to record and share. Have a good day. Bye.